motherfucker, listen up. This is for the fucking homies steady giving no fucks. If you wanna join the party, put your middle fingers up. And when the music fucking hits, you better jump, jump, jump.
Heck are y'all doing? How's everybody's evening, man? Let's see who we got in here. We got Sandy, Kimberly, Ray, Baritz, Rake's Funny Farm, DMJ Lady, Carolyn, Jerry, Chris, Sandy, Carolyn again, Jerry, Chris, Deborah. Hello, Deborah. Hello, angels. Angels are here. Hello, angels. TT, hello. How are y'all doing tonight, man? Tina Penny, Too Much Mom. I see y'all. Salute. Diane Jones. Hello there, Pam. There's Beverly. Hello there. AP, what's cracking? What's cracking, AP? What's good, Twisted? Twisted, what up? Timmy, what up? Sassy, hello. CG, what's going on, everybody? How the hell are you? I hope y'all had a great day, man. I hope my donation thing works today. Let's see if it does. Yep, we got her. All right. How the hell are you guys, man? Yes, please take the time to hit that like button. Tonight we'll be discussing the Whitakers, and that's all. We'll just be discussing, taking a look at some things. Somebody said in New York wrote an article about them today. I looked for it but couldn't find it. But there was an article wrote on the Daily Mail. Come on, kitty. Well, okay. Come here. Come here, kitty. This my baby. He's my kitty. Okay, go. What's up, Evie's mom? From Missouri. What up, Lily? Tamara Carter, how are you? Email sent. Okay. Send another email right now. Here's my email address. Shout out to Twisted, man. Because I don't have any email from you. And it might have went to my spam folder. But if you email me right this minute, I can know for a fact. There's Carolyn. I got you. I got you, girl. Let me get that to you. Let me get the Discord link to Carolyn. She is a member. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, man. Shout out to Twisted Tennessee with the $2 donation. Shout out. All right. Who else hit that motherfucker? Adventures of Pete and More with the $1.99 fucking super sticker. Right now. To y'all, man. We got the donation drop running tonight. Thank you, everybody. I truly appreciate you. Let me drop this for you. There you go, Carolyn. I sent one back for you. Not spam. I don't know why some people's emails are going directly to spam when they're people. What's up, Kev? Salute. All right, man. We seen Brian officially quit the Whitakers. Now we see Patrick gone. I think that tells us a lot. Patrick says, as most of you probably know, I've stepped away from doing Whitaker content altogether. Don't worry, I didn't fall off the face of the earth to some of yours disappointment. I'm just heading in a new direction. I'm going to be doing some cooking, skits, playing guitar, and singing a bit. Think it of as a mix of country boy cooking, a little singing, guitar playing, and a few laughs along the way. Hope y'all come along for the ride. It's going to be a good one. Thank you to those who have continued to support me. I really appreciate it. So I think that's the last one that was doing content, huh? What's up, Honda Shade Tree? Thank you, Timmy. Yeah, I think that's the last one, wasn't it? To bow out of the race. Rightfully so. I mean, I don't know how long I would want to be in this. And I think Patrick's done what he could. Somebody said that there was somebody left in a comment section that truck was donated to Patrick. I don't believe anything that someone leaves in a comment section. Nothing of it. I don't believe it because anybody can just make a Facebook page, do a few things, boom, boom, boom. You can literally, I could literally, if I knew the proper way of doing it, I can just mirror your Facebook page. And that's all that is. It just mirrors everything that you've done. It takes all of your posts, moves them over to the other page, and it just looks like a carbon copy of your page. But I don't think anybody's doing that. But what's up, ridiculous? Pat's got hunting and cooking. You donated that truck? Okay. But that's kind of what I'm talking about. You got the gist of it. Where Whitaker's money, Patrick his share. Yeah, I mean, the only person I think that needs to all this and still no house. I know. You believe he went out and paid his own money versus someone donated a truck? Yeah. I don't know what to believe. Why wouldn't I? I'm a more relaxed kind of person. I don't tend to like think of the worst things of people. Eric said he didn't say there was not going to be a house. Oh, wow. When did he say that? It definitely ain't in any of his new photos. Didn't Betty let BJ bully them out of the money? I'm thinking that. Or I'm thinking that like what I'm thinking is that the Whitakers, Betty, Larry, BJ, probably all had a hand in getting over on people. That's dope. That's dope, Twisted. Anybody believes Eric's going to build a house? No way, Jose. That's done. That's over. That's OV. Yeah, he wouldn't have been gone this long, I'll tell you that. Yeah, Betty is a bully now. I don't believe she's a bully or anything, but I believe she had her hand in scamming a lot of these people. You pay $1,100 for a 2-bedroom in the hood. I pay a G for 1-bedroom in the hood. I won't be watching Patrick, really? On his new content, you mean? You mean you won't watch his new content? So you mean to tell me you guys really don't like Patrick just because he was following the Whitakers? I think Patrick, you know, did what he was supposed to do. I think he did. He's been the only one that has been so open. I bet Betty would follow someone off of a bridge. I agree. You're going to unfollow him? I never did follow him. I don't really follow people too much. I'll subscribe to you on YouTube and shit if I like who you are and I want to keep seeing your content. But like Facebook, I'll just go to your page. Fuck all that following. I don't want you through my timeline. I see it enough because I go to your page. No, you don't have to keep your mouth shut. This is an open platform. Everybody can get their shit off. All right, I'm gonna take a look at a video that I ran into. It's a year old, but it's got some standout points to it. It's called How Sensationalism Ruined the Whitakers. Let me get it loaded up for you. No, I stop screen. Who Patrick's too full of himself? You think he got ego driven? God damn it. Let me refresh. Be right back, y'all. I'm gonna be right. All right, we're back. Good deal. Patrick gonna get cold in that house. He better start thinking about doing some work to it. Hell no, he ain't playing Slaughter to Prevail, bro. Hell no. Yeah, I don't like band. I don't like bluegrass either. I mean, it's got its place in music. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like it. I don't like country music. They party down at country music concerts. I just don't. I don't really care for country music. All right, y'all. Let's go. Damn it. Let me get this right for y'all. He has to get an actual job. Maybe. Fuck, I gotta work. You know, I do social media, but you know what I do? I still fucking work. I still fucking work. I like a few songs in country. I like everything Aaron Lewis does. Like, there's a few country music singers. But here we go, man. Tyler Oliveira. This is How Sensationalism Ruined the Whitakers. Full story.
Tyler Oliveira just accused the channel Soft White Underbelly of shady behavior towards the Whitakers GoFundMe. With receipts in hand, the channel's creator, Mark Lighten, easily debunked the accusations. However, Oliveira has caused some irreparable damage, all to clout chase and to make a sensationalist video.
Do you think Tyler was down there clout chasing? I do. Hi, Tina. I do. I think Tyler. I definitely motorboat. Big tits are nice. You think Tyler went down there chasing clout? I think so. I have a liking for all music in general too, because music is music, and music is a beautiful thing. No question. Clout is like what you call reputation or gaining of reputation.
Hey guys, it's Donna. Wow, beef between creators that document poverty, homelessness, and addiction was not my 2024 bingo card.
I-23.
I swear if the next thing that comes out is beef between Ali Abdaal and Nathaniel Drew, I think I might lose it. So sensationalism is just part of the internet. As a creator, I do create it, but as a viewer, I also engage with it. And there seems to be this unspoken rule of what's considered exploitative and what's not. To explore this topic, I'm going to look at the controversy between Tyler Oliveira, Soft White Underbelly, and the Whitakers. Let's go over how this all unfolded. Mark Lighten owns the channel called Soft White Underbelly, a channel dedicated to interviewing people who are frequently invisible to society.
These videos are meant to create awareness of things that are broken in our country.
Guests include addicts, sex workers, the homeless, gang members, and other folks from all walks of life. One interview that has done the best on his channel is called Inbred Family, the Whitakers, which sits at 41 million views today. Prior to this video, he had met the family before when he took their photographs for a book called Created Equal in 2004.
I'm from West Virginia and know a lot about the Whitakers. Most people here do. Odd is only about 25 minutes for me. Growing up,
Who the fuck is that talking? Oh, that's AI. I'm sorry.
my classmates would talk about them as if they were an urban legend, and a lot of people would drive by their home out of curiosity. They'd say that one of them was chained up outside like a dog and would bark at you. Teenagers would constantly drive past their house and be disrespectful towards them for no reason and yell insults / antagonize them.
I like short women, shorter than me, dark hair. I love dark hair. But you don't have to. I love all women, period. You don't have to have big tits, but I love big tits. You don't have to have a big ass, but I love big asses.
So eventually, the Whitakers would chase away and throw rocks at anyone who drives past their home due to the constant harassment and mocking.
It's sad. Me too.
Was going to each of the lower 48 states, and we were in West Virginia just driving around, Axel, my assistant, and I, looking for anybody interesting to photograph.
Facts.
And we're in a truck stop, convenience store, gas station thing, and I'm inside, and there's a cop in there. And cops always know everybody in their county or whatever. This was a Raleigh County cop, and I went up to him, told him what I'm doing, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I know all kinds of people." I'm like, "I bet you do." He goes, "Well, I get off at 2:00. And the first day we did this, we shot this person, we shot that, we shot a third, and then it started raining. And my strobe equipment got rained on. And so we had to pack up and leave. Can't rent photo gear in West Virginia. So we just had to go back to LA. And I told him, we'll be back in 2 weeks. He says, when you come back, make sure you bring video cameras. 2 weeks later, we come back. He meets us and he goes, "Did you bring video cameras?" I'm like, "I don't do video." And he got really pissed. He was like, "You're going to want video." I'm like, "I don't do video. I'm sorry, just photos." So we follow him. He's in one car. We're going off the highway, then we go off this mountain road, and it's winding through the mountains. Beautiful country. This windy road turns into like a gravel road, and then turns into a dirt road. And there's shacks. Every once in a while, you see a house. Like, somebody lives there? We come around this bend. There's a shack on the left, and there's a trailer on the right. Small trailer. And there's these people walking around, and their eyes are going in different directions, and they're barking at us. And the one guy, you'd look at him in the eye or say anything, and he would just scream and go running away, and his pants would fall around his ankles. He'd go running off and go kick a garbage can. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm certain I will never see anything crazier than this.
Damn. About how, what would you, big boobs are not overrated. No. Big boobs are nice, but it's not a sex show. But like, that's fucking crazy, man. I've never met anyone like the Whitakers. I don't know if you guys have. You guys might have. Has anybody in the chat ever met anyone like the Whitakers, man? It might be his way of communicating, Chris. Because he does point when he barks. It might be the only way he can communicate. Ray and Freddie, they are when they are heavy and hurt your back. Not to us, they aren't. You've never met anyone like the Whitakers? Has anyone? Close, but not quite that bad. My grandmother met Betty and Lorraine. Really? Nobody I know. I don't think I've ever met anyone. It was said that the way that it happened was when two cousins, sons of identical twin brothers. That's crazy. So two sons of identical twin brothers fucked cousins. Right? It says it all began in 1887 when two cousins, sons of identical twin brothers, had the first of as many as 15 children. However, babies came into the world marked by terrible genetic malformations. Some were worse. The Whitakers are elite. Huh. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. I think anyone that has they probably need help too.
We pull the cars over. Me and the cop get out, and the cop comes up to me and says, "I told you, should have brought a video camera."
After his shoot, Mark would continue to visit the family from time to time whenever he would have something going on in West Virginia. On July of 2020, this time he decided to record a video.
And I knew I couldn't do an interview like I do. It's hard to communicate with them. I just picked up my iPhone and I shot this stupid little video.
On camera, Betty, Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy. Another Whitaker, Larry, is off to the side and not shown on camera. The family shown are all siblings with the exception of Timmy, who is Lorraine.
Poor Timmy, man. You think there was incest going on in that house there? I say the same thing. Hey, Earth. How are you? Man, Timmy came a long way, y'all. That's the one I really, really feel for because I believe Timmy still had time to flourish. Like Ray was a lot older, Lorraine was a lot older, but Timmy, he still had so much time to change and learn and become a whole different thing, man, a whole different person. I don't really I can see Lorraine and Ray being taken, but I don't know if they should have took Timmy, man. We don't know. That's the problem. Here's the thing about it all. We're all running off of a lot of speculation. All the content creators that doesn't have anything to do with filming them, being around them. We're all just going off of little bitty bits and pieces that have been taken out of their lives and shared with us. Imagine the large spectrum of it all. We're only getting glimpses, guys. 10-second glimpses, 30-second glimpses. Imagine the fucking horrors that actually go on. Absolutely, Timmy could have learned more. Absolutely. I think Timmy could have learned how to speak. I do. And that just kind of shows you that it seems that the schools didn't even teach him. They didn't try. Because with a little bit of help from Patrick, he was coming a long way. I don't know. I don't know, Happy. I'm sure I'm this family would intrigue me enough to get involved. I just don't live close enough. But they intrigue me enough that I would want to film them and try to change their lives, but not after everything that I've seen. I wouldn't dare get near them because it would feel like that I would just be the next person to be the scapegoat. And it seems like anybody that's ever tried to help the Whitakers has always been tried to be made to look like shit for it. And that ain't cool. It ain't. Yeah, Eric made off with a bunch of money. Or maybe he didn't. We don't know yet. I would like to know. I think that would be the last thing to put a fork in all this. I really do.
Son. Upon first glance, the sight is shocking. The family lives in squalor with boarded up windows, trash piles up on their porch. They sit outside on old dilapidated furniture. Clothes and other miscellaneous items are scattered and in piles all over the home. 3 of the Whitakers shown on camera are nonverbal. Many in the comments speculate that Ray is imitating the dog's barks as a means of communication. The family is a product of inbreeding. If you want a detailed family tree, I suggest checking out the channel Mortal Faces. As the interview moves forward, the shock kind of wears off as you empathize with the family.
Ray, you don't go to church?
Ray went to church on a one day, and people was making, a woman was making funny.
No, Ray and I would watch football on Sunday morning. You guys go to church.
So Ray don't go to church no more.
And despite its cliched nature, realize that we're more alike than we are different.
What can you tell me about your family?
Not much.
No? You love your parents?
Yeah, I love my family.
Good family?
That's so sweet. Yeah, he's teachable for sure. Let me get a drink, guys. Hi, Carol.
Judging from the response, the viewers fell in love with the Whitakers. Because of this, Mark was able to set up a GoFundMe for the family, and in just 2 days, raised over $9,000. He continued doing check-in videos from time to time in between his usual interviews. But there is no doubt the series with the family is a viewer favorite. With the continued fundraising and videos produced, it's clear how much their lives have changed. Everywhere they go, they now get recognized. People love them.
Y'all was on Facebook. I watch you all. Oh, do you? Yeah, I watch y'all all the time.
Unfortunately, this dynamic has been altered due to a video.
Let me think about what y'all say. I like to think Timmy has gotten proper hearing aids and continues to learn. I'd like to think so too, Carol. I still am hoping for the best for those 3. I mean, I care about what happens with Betty. You know, she's older. I think Betty is. I'm so fucking torn on this, man. I'm so fucking torn, bro. I don't know like what to think about the situation now, okay? And that's the honest truth with me. What's up, Jackal? I just don't know what to think about it, y'all. I, I don't know. I don't know what to think. Are they the scammers? Is Betty and Larry and BJ the scammers? And I should be happy go lucky that the three are out of that situation? Because I kind of should be. If you knew all of this was going on, would you do something about it? Would you? Yeah, I seen the Daily Mail one. I just can't read it all. It won't let me read it all. I ain't subscribing to the Daily Mail. Yeah, I seen the Daily Mail had one. They dropped an article. They have no mention of Patrick or fucking Eric in it at all. I'm just so torn about it, man. You wouldn't have done anything about it? Because I think some of us probably would. Me, I'm not into calling CPS and APS and cops and all that. What's up, Freddie? I'm not that kind of dude. What's up, Cuddle? I just like, there's a video of it. Hold on. Won't let me play it. I'm kind of disappointed too, Timmy. He's over on the bed laying down, sleeping, being a sleepy kitty. With all this attention with the family, what is their conditions like now? I suggest that they haven't changed. I mean, they might. Somebody said that they put in a heater for them. God bless you. What's up, Luann? You would want to help? Yeah. I don't think I could. Something tells me that Betty was a little bit in on all this, man, and it just breaks my soul to think that. But the fact is, it could be so true. Yeah, I bet winter in the mountains is brutal, man. I bet it is fucking brutal down there. They're living the same way they have lived for the last 70 years. You're right, Twisted. I hope that they got a tank put in and a propane heater. That'd be awesome. I hope so. God bless your soul if someone ever even did that. I hope they got a van. I hope that just wasn't a troll comment. I hope they got those things. I do. You're completely right, CG, because near my work, there's a black woman and a white man, or a white woman and a black man that sleep right near my work, and they're out there always near the restaurants, and they're not going to change. They're not. I've seen them there for the last 2 years. Yeah, if it's children living like that, I would definitely have to do something probably. No way Betty is in on it. Maybe Betty's just kind of like my grandmother was. Dumb to certain things. I swear to you, if one of those people that scam you calls, my grandma would have been scammed in a heartbeat, dude. If they would have called and said, "Oh, you're missing on your taxes or your insurance," she would have been scammed in a heartbeat these days. I know she would have. Or she would have been damn near scammed and I'd have caught it before. But I just feel like that's the way Betty is. She's fallen for things. And I wouldn't call it naive. I would just call it just don't know. Like she probably don't know what the fuck drugs does to people. People be scared to help them now. I agree on that. I think if you're going to help them, just leave it out of the fucking limelight, man. Betty is a genius scammer. Well, not too genius. My ex-mom, wow, every penny she has. See? My grandmother would have too, man. I'm not even going to lie, y'all. She would have fell for it probably. I could see it. I could see Betty being totally manipulated. I could see it. I don't know why she would lie to Mark like that, though. Flat out lie. I didn't do no video, no Tyler. Yes, you did, Betty, and you know you did. So, like, we know that she'll lie. So, like, we know she'll tell a fucking lie, y'all.
By Tyler Oliveira.
But so many people probably
Despite Tyler
don't know who's who, to be honest. If you want to know the truth, she probably didn't even know who's who.
video not being about the Whitaker family as a whole, they certainly were a big talking point in the video. Tyler attempts to get into contact with the family by sending an email to Mark and his team, asking if he could connect them to the family. The Soft White Underbelly team responds, ultimately denying Tyler's request, stating that they have an exclusive contract for all content creation with the family, and that there were plans for an upcoming TV show.
See, they broke the contract right there. Betty kind of broke the contract with Mark right there because Mark did have a contract with her. And Mark probably could have sued Betty, but we know Mark ain't going to do that. He's just going to walk away. The state will take care of them better. I would hope so. I like to think so, but I've heard people also say that it depends on what facility they're in and who's taking care of them there. People are mean, man. BJ told her to say it. But at what point do you can't use that story no more? Because it's kind of like one of those stories. Well, just tell him I said to say it. Because BJ obviously don't give a fuck if she gets fucking taken down for shit. I'm with you. I don't think she does have enough sense either. You're right. You guys are right. I'm just throwing questions out there, seeing where you guys are. But didn't Mark say that was a lie? That there was no television contract? He was just saying that to Tyler to keep people away. Why didn't everybody come for Mark for lying? Well, Mark's a liar. He lied right there. Nobody's running down there to tell Mark he's a liar. Like, people are crazy, bro. Everybody want to hear one thing out of somebody. Fucking say, oh, nope, she's a liar now. He's a liar. He's a liar. He's lied before. Look at him lie. He lied there. He's a liar for sure.
With them. A few days later, Tyler sees a video uploaded by Mark where he
and by the way, I do 100% think that with the other three that were there could have definitely been a Netflix series made about those people. Definitely. but it's too far and too late now. Yeah, everybody respects Mark because he pays his bills. That's it. That's the reason. I could just look at the body of work Mark's done and respect him. That's so true, Twisted. I've been saying Mark exploits for profit, but nobody wants to hear. I've seen you criticize Mark. I have. Only thing Mark does that I don't like is the active addiction stream, man. I don't care to see Rebecca in full-blown active addiction. I don't care to see people in full-blown fiend mode. Yeah, he lied to protect him. I get it. I think Mark wants what's best for Rebecca, too. Look what he's done. He's tried to get her in a fucking rehab 1,000 times. I mean, I really, truly believe Mark wants what's best for Rebecca, but you got to think him and Rebecca have a closer relationship than we think. And then we know for sure. So they're not just him coming on, Rebecca just coming on. Rebecca comes back and all that shit. Yeah, Rebecca's alive, but she just bailed on everybody to go to the treatment facility. I just think that's who Mark is, Native. Some people just care. Yeah, he's showing what's real. I know. I get it, but I just don't care for the active addiction thing. I'll watch. Don't get me wrong. He has a savior complex. I see that a lot on YouTube, man. He's kind of hurt Rebecca by making her so famous, too. He said that in his last video. Mark ain't fucking Rebecca, bro.
He says,
I'm not trying to create a TV show where we're doing follow-ups on people because I could easily do that. I try to resist doing that.
on Tyler's end, he views this as a red flag, thinking Mark is exploiting the family and that perhaps this exclusive contract doesn't exist.
Yes, do what Freddie said right here. Hit that like button and also become a fucking member over here. Later this month, we will be doing a members only $100 giveaway. All I ask is for you to have a place I can send it. That's it. A Cash App, a PayPal, a Venmo, a Chime, something. I just got to be able to send it to you. He's helped a lot more. It's the Whitakers, then Rebecca, that get him the most views. But Mark does well on every video. It doesn't even matter what he puts on. People watch.
Later, the contract is revealed as a lie in a response video by Mark.
How many requests for the Whitaker contact info did we get back?
Damn,
So
Tina.
many. It would have ruined their life if all the people got their
Yeah,
address
so
that
we
asked
have to
us.
figure out a way to keep everybody from just going to the house and it becoming like a problem for them.
Yeah.
So I made up excuses why I'm not going to give out the contact information.
So that right there, he's saying he lied. Why isn't everybody running over and saying, see, Mark lied, so he's a big liar. He'll lie about anything. So if he's lied once, he'll lie again. That's what they did to Patrick. That's what they did to Brian. They did that to Brian. They did it to Patrick. They did it to Eric. But nobody's running over there to yell at Mark for lying. That's how it goes.
Man, believe it or not, I actually see the point from both sides. If I were Tyler, I'd feel just as legitimate as Mark. Why should he be the
Have a
only
good
one
pretty
that gets
bird.
to
Go
promote the family?
Alabama.
I also see it from Mark's point of view, though. Like many people, such as Thought Slime, have pointed out how sensationalist Tyler tends to approach his investigations.
I
Mark-
don't think Tyler is an investigator at all. Get real. Get him, Native. I don't think Tyler's an investigator at all. Look what he does now. Like, it's a bunch of algorithm bait, is what it is. Screw Alabama.
It doesn't know if this guy is going to do the same sensationalist thing and make the Whitakers look like a spectacle. And even
I got him on a
personal
parlay
level,
tonight.
I get it. If I gave you my contact info, I expect you to not give it to anyone else just because they ask. Don't do that. Also, people already show up to the Whitaker property unannounced. Like this guy who literally did a TikTok with them just to promote his brand.
Look at Ray. Look at that's bad. What you got?
Oh, I remember this guy. I remember this guy. Yeah, I think at one point they had a lot of people going there. No, the money isn't in the shorts. Not on YouTube, it isn't. It's good to get followers, but shorts don't pay a fucking thing. I think Mark's a good guy. I think he has in my opinion, I think Mark is a sweet guy. I think he's a gentleman in all aspects. I just think he's a little too aggressive with his content. Like the full-blown active addiction that where you see Rebecca in dropping her pipe and shit. I don't think that's great because these people have to look back on it. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't just show up to people's houses unless you're going to fight. Show up to somebody's house. Be ready to fight. The Bob and Amber saga.
Oh, I know. I got you to hand.
We'll return to that tomorrow for sure.
So I get the
Let
wariness.
a little bit of drama.
After
build
he was
up.
denied, Tyler begins to question the legitimacy of Mark's fundraising efforts. One GoFundMe page is dedicated to purchasing a new house for the Whitakers. Tyler adds the GoFundMe, the AdSense in the videos, and estimates other means of donating, concluding that there is way more than enough money for the Whitakers to get a house. Yet, there is no house.
We have a minimum of $159,000 in the home fund here. So why don't they have a new house?
He implies that Mark could be scamming the family.
Dumb move, Tyler. Not really, I guess, because it kind of brought him fame. And nobody even unsubscribed from his channel. He got more subscribers. Imagine that. Imagine that, y'all. Tyler gained more subscribers by calling Mark a fucking scammer. We all know Mark isn't a scammer. That's one thing Mark is not, is a fucking scammer. You could call it scamming by exploiting the Whitakers, you could say, but that's not scamming. That's content. That's content. And somebody agreed. Yeah, he did. He does all the time. But I think that's partly Rebecca, too. BJ smoked it up. Somebody referred to Betty might even being on drugs, but I don't think so. Aggressive, I think you have hit your Whitakers in discovering Bob and Amber. Well, a lot of people already knew about Bob. I just didn't. I knew about him, like in real life. I just didn't know he had a social media, man. And it was that wild. Mark and Betty is in the same scammer gang.
So I want to give Tyler the benefit of the doubt here because I do like a lot of his videos. But I can't help but feel like this portion of the video is slightly manipulative. If you're the average person and see this number at a glance, I can totally see you asking the question, yeah, that's a lot of money. Where is the house? But it's actually less than you think. First of all, the money didn't just arrive in a lump sum overnight. This soft white underbelly video happened all the way back in July of 2020. So this money awareness type thing has been distributed throughout 3 years and some change. They didn't just find $159,000.
Yeah, it was never I don't know what the GoFundMe actually said. Does it even say what it's for? I mean, did he put it's for a house in the GoFundMe? But Mark said it pretty clear. How do I keep their money from them if they're asking for it and they're needing it and the people donated it to them. That's what we're trying to get Eric to do. What Mark did. Give them their fucking money. Give it to somebody. You can't defend BJ because BJ was on camera admitting to fucking smoking up a ton of this money. So, I'll not defend BJ on that. I'll defend BJ to the point of they shouldn't have made stipulations on getting rid of BJ because that's family, dude. You know you're not going to get rid of BJ. She's family. That's wrong to do to people. Like it's just wrong.
Dollars in their bank account, which would have gave them the capability to buy a house with right away. It wasn't like that. So, thought experiment. It's not going to be an even split throughout the years, but let's just pretend that it is. So this would have been like $53,000 per year. Then we further divide that by the number of Whitakers that appear on screen, which is 6. That would be about $8,833 per year per individual.
That ain't shit.
Oh, but wait.
That ain't shit, y'all. You think they're worse off, Sandy? What up, Beganator?
This doesn't include taxes, nor does this include the 15% GoFundMe takes. And you do the math because I don't want to. Now, let's take that number and actually look at how the Whitakers have objectively spent the money according to the videos.
Damn.
I promised my mommy I would get married. I was going to stay home, take care of Ray, Lauren, and Kim, and I did.
After the virality of the first video, the Whitakers spent their money on a new roof and fixed their windows. They also
did get new siding as well. They got new siding as well.
A couple of medical emergencies the money went towards.
Lorraine had a heart attack.
Yeah.
And then Timmy had a heart attack just recently, right?
Yeah.
On some visits, Mark also purchases groceries, dog food, and other miscellaneous items for them. While Tyler had no knowledge of this, it is also important to note that
Tyler had no knowledge of this? I ain't doing that fucking math. Fuck that.
Pays them out of his own pocket each time they do a video. As content of the Whitakers gets more and more popular, they also receive more donations. By spring 2022, they built another small house for their brother Kenneth to live. He cooks for the family in the evening.
You got this too?
Yeah.
Very nice. You got a new car too?
They've done additional renovations.
You got siding? I don't even recognize.
I got him a 4-wheeler. Not the first thing you need to buy, but hey, you're in the country. I wouldn't think that's the first thing you should buy with the money, but hey. Fuck it, you know? I mean, that wouldn't have been my first item that I bought. But hey, you need a quad if you're in the fucking... I ain't doing the math. Fuck no. Yeah, what BJ did's pretty shady, man. We can all agree to that. Kenneth doesn't have a license. He probably doesn't because of his eyes. He's got bad eyes, doesn't he? Yeah, his eyes are bad, right? Damn it. Strawberry banana smoothie. You're crazy, Twisted.
Nice, the house.
They did make that house look a lot better, y'all. The cabinets are done. Okay. They got a new stove.
Get your cat in the ball.
The
I
new-
put you four down on the floor.
It doesn't look like it.
Down, but I ain't putting no
God damn, that's just mud and all that from the dog tracking it in.
No wood over it.
I think that's only, yeah, I'm gonna get one.
Of course, they spend their money on essentials and other items.
Nice.
I bought this chair, I bought that new deep freezer.
As the years progress, you see them wearing better clothes. They mention other purchases like a TV. Betty bought herself a used car, and they've replaced their truck.
So it's improved your quality of your life bit?
Some of those purchases can be seen as unnecessary, but we'll come back to that argument. The
Like
point
the
is,
four-wheeler, but hey, you're in the country. You might need a four-wheeler. Looks like poop. Oh, man. Fuck. It was like on that wood, too, bro. You're going to need a scraper.
there are hours of videos showing that the family did indeed spend some money. Because of this, one can't help but conclude that Tyler's motivation for his video is either manipulative or he just hasn't kept up with the Whitaker's story. At this point, Tyler does not yet know whether or not the contract is real. He takes his chances and gets around this roadblock by contacting a family friend of the Whitakers, Paige.
Paige down in Alabama.
Yeah.
She's a
Okay,
friend.
where'd Paige go? Where's Paige been? Where's Paige been? I agree, it might be a must, but where isn't Paige like? Where'd Paige go? Paige was a real big like spot in this. I wonder where Paige has been. Did she also fucking get tired of the bullshit? I need to know these things. Paige realized the scam and ran. We know that for a fact. Paige probably still calls every night. Okay. Okay. I just didn't know. If anybody knows for a fact, please tell me. Has Paige dipped?
Oh, she's my friend. She called me every day.
Now, Paige is a special education teacher from Alabama that was so moved by Mark's video, she got into contact with the family and now speaks to Betty almost every day.
Okay.
Tyler convinces her to let his
That
team
was
buy
a year
groceries
ago.
for the Whitakers and drop them off on her behalf. She agrees. With groceries in hand, Tyler gets the interview he's always dreamed of. This is, to me, where the video gets kind of scummy.
We're friends. We got a grocery list for y'all.
He mentions their friend Paige a lot, and it makes sense to do so in the beginning to show that she did okay the visit, and he builds rapport.
Well, Paige wanted to make sure you guys were well stocked. She wanted to say hi.
He makes it sound like this was her idea and not him trying to sneakily get an interview from them. Like he's
Go,
making
girl.
it sound
It
like
is
the video
that.
is for Paige and not his millions of followers.
Paige is gonna see this.
Hey, thank you for the groceries.
Paige wanted to make sure you guys are doing good in the winter and staying warm and staying healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think some of the viewers from Mark's videos as well were making sure you're healthy too.
Then instead of saying his viewers, he goes, Mark's viewers want to know.
What else?
Yeah.
How's the house going?
What a creep, dude.
What else? I don't know. Oh, like he just thought of that question right now when it wasn't the point of this whole visit.
Wow. I don't know what house. We have to Mark about the house.
What did Mark say about the house? Paige wants to get an update.
Paige wants to get an update. You hear that scummy shit? Paige wants to get an update. Oh, motherfucker. Motherfuck, bro. Oh, Paige wants to get an update. What about the house? You see how I entered that question? You hear how he asked that question? So he probably did have fucking Betty confused. Wow.
Tyler's probably like,
Yes, this is what I wanted.
honestly, to me, it just sounds like she didn't understand the question. Tyler's asking, there's a GoFundMe dedicated for a house. Where is it? But Betty's interpreting it literally. How's the house coming along? What house? There is
Yeah,
no
she's thinking that there's a real house coming along. What a dick fucking. Fucking jerks.
house. And it's very convenient that he didn't ask or include in the video, has Mark given you any money? Some money.
I'm
Like,
not gonna call somebody a drunk without knowing he's a drunk. We just ain't gonna do
there was
that.
no clarification at all. And in my opinion, this was very deceptive. But he also includes a call from Paige where she wonders where the money is. But why would she know? He ends the video by stating that he's made a GoFundMe and he calls Mark out.
Good
Mark,
point,
you
Laura.
have any honor? Let's go.
Damn good comment, Laura. Damn good comment. Larry showed up after Mark. Kenneth and BJ and her boys. Larry bought 4 vehicles at one phone call, asked for 14 grand. Mark asked why. Larry told him a truck. Larry put some money and took the rest.
Fine, whatever my viewers and I raise, your 2 GoFundMes. Let's get the Whitakers a new house for real.
Mark sees the video when a viewer sends it to him in an email. He responds promptly. He shows a bank statement of all the funds he sent the Whitakers over the years. He claims,
Yeah, I don't follow Tyler. I didn't even subscribe when he did this. I thought it was low down and dirty. I'm glad Mark responded the way he did. He had receipts for that ass. This is the way you keep receipts when you help someone.
to have paid the taxes on them. So in
Yes,
total,
Larry
he
was on
sent
the porch in the very first video. He was.
about $100,000. He even calls Betty for confirmation.
You didn't mention that to Tyler.
She didn't even remember who Tyler was. The gist of how Mark distributes the funds is pretty simple. They ask for money, and he gives it to them. What they do with it, he has no say over. His reasoning is that fans donated to them. He didn't feel it was right to deny them when they would ask. Tyler then uploads a response.
It just showed Larry in the first video on this video right here, guys. It just showed it. It just showed that Larry was sitting in the chair in the very first video that Mark posted. Yes.
From his
It's in the
bathroom
video
somewhere.
we just watched, right
His
here.
reasoning for his video is that he simply was asking a question
I don't either,
that all
native.
viewers were wondering.
And I open-endedly asked Mark, what's going on with the GoFundMe? Where's the money? I did not accuse him of doing anything. I did not call him names.
Oh, this
I
is
merely
the
asked-
this is the apology video from the toilet. Have a little class, my friend. Have a little class. I'd like to know if Paige is still talking to them and shit. Yes, he was in the very first video. The very first one. It was in the video we're reacting to. It showed that Larry was in that
the
video.
question I myself was curious about, and thousands of other people in Mark's own channel have asked him.
But it wasn't just a question. At the end of the video, he basically says Mark has no honor. He may not have said
DJ
it
was mad at
explicitly,
Paige.
but there's like heavy implications there of Mark's fundraiser being a fraud. Questions are fair to ask. If there is a clear demand for answers for something that is public, it's fair game. However, you need to make a reasonable effort at finding answers
Yes.
before you make an extraordinary claim.
Yes, right there. Go find answers before you make a claim. If you can't find those answers, don't make the claim. It's that simple. That simple.
Calling someone a scammer.
Totally that
See,
simple,
like this
chat.
logic is like, hey, you, yeah, you, I'm pointing at you.
Total dick move,
you dress
Indiana.
like a PDF file. Oh, and I talked to your coworker and he said the same thing. So I'm just gonna make a video and I'm just gonna ask the question. That's all. I'm just asking the question. I didn't accuse you of anything. I just asked the question. The video's focus is on Tyler and how he's wronged someone, but it's a lesson for anyone doing an investigation
See,
as
he does
well.
this shit now. He goes out and just talks to people and shit. Does those fucking algorithm.
Questions aren't bad. They're the backbone of documentaries, news, and even my channel. If you do a poor job at research, though, your audience will turn on you. Tyler made no attempt to contact the Soft White Underbelly team for clarification. They did respond to his first email, though, so there was a high chance someone would respond to him.
He could have easily
down the
contacted
hatch,
me.
y'all.
He says, "Hey, Mark, my name's Tyler. I'm doing a video on the Whitakers or on the GoFundMe. Tell me what's going on with that." And I would have said, "Yeah, I give them money, and it adds up, and it's depleting
Thank you, Sandy.
the reserve of money that we're trying to build for the house. So now it's basically right around zero, and we wait for more donations, and then I give them the money." That would have killed his whole story, because what he wanted was to make me look like I'm.
It was a sensational piece. He tried to gain subs from Dick and Mark. It puts him in Mark's algorithm. It was a total fucking sub fucking move. Total sub move. Yeah, we've seen the video.
Not giving them the money.
Instead of inquiring about the perceived discrepancy, he just went ahead and jumped to conclusions. Even in the interview with Betty, he made no effort to clarify any miscommunication. He asks one question about the house, and that was it. Additionally, though some of the main Whitakers we see on screen have obvious cognitive difficulties, they have family members who don't. If Mark did anything shady, they could have easily gone to court and sued him for more. This story was also very loved and very big. Mark would have shot himself in the foot if he tried to pocket the money for himself.
Yep.
Even though his intention was to just ask questions, the act of the speculation still ruined the reputation of said party. Mark's response has a lower amount of views than Tyler's original video. Moving forward, Mark
See, that's that right there. Shows you it's bullshit. People are just fucking stupid, man. People are just dumb, y'all. Like, people calling Eric a drunk with no actual proof. Did you see Eric have a beer? Did you see him have liquor poured into the cup? Did you see any of that? No. Oh, I just think he's drinking and driving with Jimmy. That's crazy. That is insane, y'all. Do better. Do better. Bullshit. Yeah, that's not recognizing one. I've been around alcoholics. My aunt was a fucking half-gallon drinker a day. Where did it go? Oh, it's sitting here on the table. I know exactly what it looks like. Eric wasn't drunk driving, man. That's fucking insane. How do you got proof of that? We need proof, man. We need proof. That's crazy, bro. Because he had multiple cups. I've got multiple DUIs too, but I'm not a drinker. I just got caught drinking and driving that day. I don't drink at all anymore, really. I got a few beers in there, White Claws, but I rarely drink. Eric wasn't drinking and driving. That's crazy, bro. He's drinking from different cups. That sounds a little bit crazy, y'all. It sounds a little bit crazy. Why drink from 2 or 3 different cups? Huh? That's where we're at with this now?
Unfortunately decide to discontinue his GoFundMes for the Whitakers. Everything seems sorted, right? But Tyler's actions have had more unintended negative consequences below the surface. I've seen quite a few comments upset with Mark's decision to stop the GoFundMes altogether. To me, this response shows just how ignorant people actually are in this sort of charity advocacy space. In terms of how familiar people are with the space, I feel like there are three main groups. There is the general public. These people have been fortunate enough to have almost no one in their life face any homelessness or addiction, etc. They may
don't even begin. There's just no proof of it, bro. Just no proof of it. If I had proof, then I would say it. But that's a little bit far-fetched, y'all. It's a little bit far-fetched. Timmy tells us it's not coffee. How does he say that? It stinks? How does he not think that coffee stinks? How do you not know that Timmy thinks coffee stinks? How do you not know that Timmy thinks Red Bull stinks? How do you not know that Timmy thinks pop stinks? How do you not know that Timmy thinks lemonade stinks? Holy moly, y'all. Holy moly. You get off methadone from drinking? That ain't gonna do it. What the hell?
Someone, but they're not that close. They're not of the person that needs help. This is the therapist problem. This problem has spurred due to how media portrays Group 2 to it as movie. Skip ahead to the following time because I will be giving spoilers. Directed by Darren Aronofsky.
Man, Coney Island film.
Certainly getting addicted to a drug intended to help her lose weight. Public sees this and can't help but be filled with empathy. We can all relate to this too. But the film also portrays the negative side of substance abuse. Yes, the consequences of addiction.
What is that? What's the old saying say? Never believe half of what you hear and none of what you hear and half of what you see. Come on, y'all. I'm just asking you to have better judgment as people. Have a little bit better judgment. You're allowed to believe whatever you want, and I'm not here to take that from you. I just asked for you to have a little bit better judgment instead of like going on far-fetched fucking like tangents about this person could be a drunk. What's that got to do with anything though? What does it have to do with the Whitakers? Even if he was a drunk. Does it, because he's a drunk, it makes him a thief? Or a drunk, it makes him what? I just don't understand, dude. There's a lot of riffraff. A lot of
can bestow upon those around them. For instance, when Harry runs out of money to fuel his addiction, he resorts to stealing a television set from his own mother.
Want to get me to break my own mother's set? Break the radiator? And maybe blow up the whole house, Ma? Is that what you're trying to do? Your own son, your own flesh and blood, Ma? Is that what you're trying to do? Your own son?
He also encourages his girlfriend to sleep with her former therapist in exchange for money. And overall, there is a lot of betrayal and empty promises. Now, I get why this message isn't the most prominent in any kind of advocacy awareness campaigns.
I'm just a pothead.
There's already a criminalization narrative that makes the general public look down on these people. And
I'm a pothead, man, so that probably makes me evil too, guys. You might want to click off. I'm just a pothead, so you might not want to watch me. And if you think I'm bad for smoking pot, then don't watch me. How about that? I am not over here begging for subs. Yeah, I'm only going to speak on truth, man. Like, I'm so sick of hearing the oh, somebody said this, somebody said that. The only reason why I come here and spoke about the Patrick post is because Patrick posted that. Patrick posted that. I'm not going off of comments. I'm not going off of anything. Oh, you think he's been partying on their money?
General public, the easiest way they typically help is through donations. People are more likely to donate to someone that is perceived as a victim rather than an aggressor. And for mental health professionals, if you do highlight the hostility and aggression people with mental health issues can exhibit, there is also the danger of creating more stigma. That discourages people from seeking help because they may feel too embarrassed that this disorder equals bad.
Oh, I'm only talking about truths. I'm not on here like, I'm asking you questions. I'm asking what y'all think. That's why I haven't shut you down and cared, Mary. I want you to have your own thoughts and feelings. So I want that. You're allowed to say whatever you want in this chat. I don't care. That's why I'm trying to pick people's brains. Keep this afloat for the Whitakers. Try to get them their money that they're owed. Like something. That's why I do this. That's why. For one, he doesn't leave his house. He has a prescription for pain meds that haven't been filled yet. So what does that say? Well, even if he did fill them, the motherfucker's probably in pain. He has a broken leg. Shit. Motherfucker wouldn't tell me I'm on drugs if I broke my leg and had to take pain medicine. I tell you, fucking suck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck these people, Patrick. You can fucking take pain meds if you're in fucking pain. Who the fuck they think they are? Doctors? I feel you, critic. I feel you, baby. I can go from 0 to 100 quick as fuck, too. They're not going to get their money. I'm trying. I'm trying, man. Yeah, we're talking about Eric. We weren't talking about Patrick. I'm just saying, like, motherfucker, take your pain medicine, bro. If you're in pain, G, that's what they give it to you for. It's not for you to become a drug addict. Everybody that gets put on pain medicine don't become drug addicts. Some people have to live on pain medicine for the rest of their entire life because their pain just will never go away. What makes them drug addicts? In a sense it does, but not officially. I'm just saying. Like, if Patrick's got pain medicine to take, bro, he needs to take his pain medicine. For real, dude. I wouldn't care what these motherfuckers thought about me, bro. Appalachian has an opioid problem. I bet. I think the whole country does. Good for you, girl. Don't drop no alcohol. Good shit. Think the state will take the money? It's a good point. If it goes that route, then so be it. If he can show proof of it, I'll shut my mouth. You know? I'll shut my mouth. If he can come on here and show a receipt that the money that was made went to the fucking state because those 3 were taken, I'll shut my mouth. I would be like, all right, he paid him. If he could show a receipt that it went to Betty, so he paid him. I need to see where I don't feel like he should be the person that gets it all. Yeah, that problem's everywhere in America. Yeah, they do that every day. Authorized personnel. They do that every day in my city. They just do it different places every day. Yeah, I mean, I just want to see proof of like where that money went. And if Eric's going to act like running and hiding is going to be the way to go about it and keep it, then I'm sorry for you. I'll stay on this. I'll make sure it never goes unannounced. You know? That's all I'm saying. I just want to see somebody Give that money to somebody. Good for Patrick too, man.
The ignorance of that dark side, though, creates a lot of problems for people that belong to group 3. The people that have to directly interact with said person that needs help. I mean, I'm nowhere near helping as many people as Mark has, but I understand where he's coming from. I have a relative who suffers from mental health issues. For years, I've helped with however I.
Banana bicycle seat. Eric needs to turn off that monetization. You noticed that too, huh? That motherfucker's still over there collecting money, ain't it? Why haven't the police turned off that monetization? Why haven't the police turned in a freeze of all monetization to YouTube? Right? I mean, that would be the first thing I would have done. How I fell for it all. I fell for it too, Brandy. I think that's why we're all here. And that's what's given us all different opinions, is because we've all fell for it in one way. Some people were on Patrick's team. Some people were on Eric's team, and they all got to feel in a certain way. Some people were on the Whitaker's team, and they got different feelings and shit now. It's spun out of control, dude.
Could. And one of the worst things that I did not expect is that people on the outside will say that you're not doing enough or you're doing it wrong. And it's not like they come in and try to physically help you their way, which I'd be fine with because I'm down to help. I'm down to try with all methods. It's that they criticize and do nothing else. They don't get down in the trenches with you.
Well, they know
It's
who's
like they
receiving
saw
the money.
whatever-
All that's easy to find out. That's easy to find out. They know where the payout goes. They have the bank account number. They have the routing number. They know exactly where that money goes. Eric or Patrick, I'm just on for what's right. That's it. What's up, Kentucky Mama? Yeah, I think if the police are doing an investigation, this is fucking easy, dude. Just get a hold of me. I'll help you. I don't think there was much of anything to be investigated, except for where is the money that Eric has made. Period. And how is he still making it?
Yes, they saw virtue signal to you, and then they're like, I did my part. I donated.
Brandy.
Bye. And you can't even mention the full spectrum of all the bad things that that person has done to you, like in the Requiem for a Dream movie, because you don't want to make them look bad. It's
the United States only gives so much pain meds. Bullshit. People are on pain meds for the rest of their lives, probably. And that's okay. Doctors can prescribe people medicine for the rest of their lives. You know that. It's not nothing against the doctor for keeping someone on pain meds for the rest of their life. Well, what's up, Poopsie? Nice to see you. Way to make an entry with a $20 drop, baby. See, we got it still working? Yep, right now.
Right now, 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 right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a pain pillable offense. Or yeah, if he crushed his leg, broke his leg, yeah, you're gonna be on pain meds. For sure. Honestly, I think Eric has been scamming for a long time, and he got good enough to not send him to jail. You're hard pressed to find a doctor to just give you pain medicine in my city. You're just not going to walk in and say, "Oh, my back is hurting," and they give you pain medicine. It's not going to happen. You used to be able to do that 20 years ago, but not today's time. No problem, no problem. Thank you for being here, and thank you, Poopsie. I appreciate you. What's that? What's it say?
Thank you for your donation.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I forgot that button was on there. You can get pain meds at the ER? Yeah, they won't even do that here. Not unless like you have a history of like real bad back problems or something. Yeah, they do make you go into like a pain to like a pain doctor, I think. What's it like? Pain management, I think it's called. Most every doctor will send people directly to a pain clinic, pain management. The Whitaker's part should go into an account for extra for the lovable trios. I think so too, man. That would be awesome. Yeah, Timmy, you're not getting no pain meds in the ER here. Definitely not in this city. What's up, Betsy? And them Tylenols and codeine, the Tylenol 3s, those things used to make me sick. I wouldn't even buy drugs off the streets anymore if I was a drug addict. I'd be scared to fucking death. These drugs that are out in the streets now are on another level.
A frustrating and isolating situation. And I don't know, like, if you relate to this, let me know. I wish more people talked about this. And
Yeah.
one thing that I really admire about the soft white underbelly videos is that a lot of people do talk about stuff like this.
Yes.
Now, I don't know Tyler's background. He does claim to be an investigative journalist, but I have no idea if he's worked directly with any individuals who are from Group 2.
I think what I hate most about you is your textbook liberal agenda, how we should legalize pot, man, how big business is crushing the underclass, how homelessness is the biggest tragedy in America. Well, what have you done to help? I work down at the soup kitchen, Brian. Never seen you down there.
Tyler's video itself reflects what I
Give me
just
copyright
mentioned.
claim.
A person from the general public without any substantial.
Yeah, but when we say recovery, I think when you've been hooked on drugs before, you're always in recovery. Right? Yeah, I no fucking way I would do street drugs.
Evidence criticizing how someone in the trenches has helped the Whitakers. At the end of the day, Tyler doesn't even offer a different solution than Mark. He starts his own GoFundMe and donates $10,000 of his own.
He's like he didn't even do anything different. He come in and thought he was going to take over Whitaker content. I believe that's what Tyler's duty or objective was. I truly do. Because he came in and didn't even do anything different than what Mark did. He just basically started in another GoFundMe and said, "Okay, I put 10,000 in, guys." That's just you getting your money back. That's just to try to get people to donate. That's a donating scam, is to donate your own money to the donation. That's to try to kick it off and say, "Look, guys, I donate my own money to it." Yeah. Fucking stupid, bro. You didn't do anything different than what Mark did. You came in, helped the Whitakers buy a new home, GoFundMe. Great job, Tyler. Great fucking job, bro.
Money, which is, of course, awesome. But at the end of the day, it's no different. Tyler's video had another unintended consequence, and that was making the Whitakers look like scammy people.
Yep, that's what did
it's
it too.
It's important to not swing too hard so that we lose empathy for others. In an effort to clear his name, Mark had to expose why there was nearly no money in the GoFundMe anymore. A few drama and commentary channels talked about this, and there's a high chance many of their fans are not familiar with the Whitakers. $5,000 a month is a lot of fentanyl, so...
Woo! There was Joe. Who's this? Zach McDonald. So the Whitakers lied by omission to Tyler, resulting in Mark discontinuing his GoFundMe. Sad, but some people can't be helped. Yep. He backed out and took all his money back as well. Whitaker's got none of it. And you can see there was 17,000 at that point. That means 7,000 was given to him that he didn't give to the Whitakers. Think about that one.
Whitaker's lied by omission to Tyler, resulting in Mark discontinuing his GoFundMe. Sad, but some people can't be helped. I feel like comments like this didn't watch the Whitakers and just saw like the commentary drama videos. They don't realize that the family has been living in poverty all their life, have obvious cognitive difficulties, and for so long they've been dehumanized by a lot of people in their town. With that said though, like in the film Roark for a Dream, we've got to acknowledge the negative side when donating money to those who faced lifelong poverty. Let's get back to the topic of unnecessary purchases. This is a controversial topic because there are so many philosophies arguing about the best way to help when it comes to giving money to someone. So this is just my opinion here. If you agree
Yeah, it didn't go to the Whitakers.
or disagree, I'd love to
It
hear
just
why.
fizzled out.
Along with the cognitive disabilities and lifelong poverty, I do believe the Whitakers need extra help managing and budgeting their funds. Look, we've seen the family take extra steps to improve their life, but there also seems to be a lot they could do to make it even better. I think they're so used to
Yeah,
living.
I think somebody should have been over their money, man. If somebody that was more responsible could have took care of them, I think they could have made their lives so much fucking better, bro.
Like this, it's hard for them to fathom the concept of better.
There's mice in there?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So there's this concept in psychology called learned helplessness, which is defined in the APA as a phenomenon in which repeated exposure to uncontrollable stressors results in individuals failing to use any control options that may later become a
Damn, son. That bathroom was hell, my friend. That motherfucker is hell. Yeah, it takes a lot to pull yourself out of poverty. Once you hit rock bottom, that's when you're going to have your biggest journey, is getting back up. Because you never really realize how far fucking down you become. And then once you finally hit rock bottom, it's the bottom.
available. Essentially, individuals are said to learn that they lack behavioral control over environmental events, which in turn undermines the motivation to make change.
I can't get over the fact that so many people that are cognitive came through that household through all the years and couldn't fucking change anything for them. Like clean the fucking bathroom. So they like living that way too. Larry, BJ. Like that's fucking gross. Why would you, as people that are cognitive enough to know better, allow your family to live like that? It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. Somebody should have done something better for them. And I'm going to stand on that. I'm going to stand on that one.
Attempt to alter situations. For the Whitakers, I feel like this concept applies. The money is just luck and could go away at any moment. Why not spend it now? Another thing to consider is that the family is in their 60s, pushing 70. So while a lot of people may view the vehicles and TV as unnecessary, I know that I couldn't help but viewed it that way as well. But I think they just want to have a little fun in the twilight of their lives. Why, you expect them to put it all in a Roth IRA or something? I think this was Mark's original plan when setting up a separate GoFundMe for the house. Unfortunately, as he stated, the Whitakers kept taking more and more money out of the fund.
So it was
denying them the money could have gone one of two ways. He denies them,
probably like
he
what
gets
they just
exposed
said.
and accused of pocketing the money himself.
This lady could be dead on, y'all. They probably just wanted to spend it and have a good life right now.
Even if he were to show the receipts, viewers may argue the money belongs to the family and he shouldn't have a say on what they spend it on.
No, you don't
There's
have
also
to be
the possibility
poor
that
and
the
dirty.
viewers do believe
two
him,
different
but
things.
now the family looks so bad that the donations stop
I'm poor.
altogether. It's
I'm
not the
fucking
best.
poor, y'all, and I don't live like that. My house is spotless. I mean, you might find a spot here and there, but it's spotless. Layla's Toys is the one that gave them the heater, the propane, and the vans. How about that, y'all? Shh. Good for Layla's Toys, man. You're talking about Santa, right? I just feel like that there were so many people, different people, that were able to do better for them, and they didn't. I thought it was Gary McGowan. Yeah, that's the post that was made. I don't know, Pam. I'm not sure who did it. I'm not saying that to be a fact. But Terry's been on her shit, y'all. But I'd like to know where she knows that from. Layla's Toys is not who gave them that stuff. Okay. Like I said, I'm just repeating what the chat said. It isn't what AD is saying. It's what the chat is saying. I talk with my chat because I love my chat. I'm not a content creator that doesn't discuss with the chat. I could literally come up here and react to everything and not speak. But no, I'm not that way. I fucking love you.
Situation. But I think Mark just gave them the money because it's the option with the least friction. Tyler's final investigation fumble has to do with purchasing the Whitakers a home.
There just so happens to be a house for sale right now in Odd, West Virginia, where they live, currently listed for $139,000.
Although he finds one for sale that seems to be within the GoFundMe budget, he failed to consider several factors that have been exemplified in the past videos.
How much is that house next door?
About 219. 3 bedrooms, 1 room, kitchen, 4-liter garage.
Basketball court.
6 acres.
Again, another reason why it feels like Tyler didn't do that great of a job at investigating. The house they actually want is right next door in their neighborhood and is around $200,000. The reason most likely being, Betty, Lorraine, Ray, and Timmy need a lot of help from other family members. Right now, Kenneth and Larry
didn't help, though. They didn't help. They need a lot of help from other family members. But they don't help. They don't help. You just saw Layla's Toys say on his channel that it was him. Awesome. What's this say? Damn. We've got 500 uploads on this channel. We've hit 500,000 views and 500,000 uploads. What's up, Haley?
can easily do that within walking distance. There are also other family members and neighbors in the area who are very protective of the Whitakers because the family has had a history of being bullied by people, treating them as this urban legend. The combination of those benefits, plus not seeing their situation as that bad, may be the reason why they haven't purchased just any old affordable house in West Virginia. As you might have expected, Tyler's response was received with so much backlash, because his investigation had so many holes in it.
Thank you, Carolyn.
A few days later, that response video was deleted. From this point on, the fate of the Whitakers may be away from the public eye, but perhaps that's a good thing. While many may not agree with me, in my opinion, Tyler's video was just the social media version of poverty porn. Nothing about his charity was that different from Mark's. With the shoddy and lazy investigation, one can't help but perceive it as another ploy to make a banger video through a fake expose.
Yep.
The people who take direct impact here is the family and the person that tried to help, while the YouTuber can move on scot-free to make another banger video.
And believe it or not, people continued to sub to him. People continued to donate to him. People continued to support Tyler. Intervention's a good point. Kitty. Kitty. He has slept all day. That's what he does now. Sleeps all day. West Virginia needs more nonprofits and resources. Man, I don't know much about West Virginia, but just watching this, I think their families have failed them. I think everybody that has been part of their family that have went through their lives and haven't done the right thing for them. And I don't even know what the right thing is. Don't listen to me because I'm not a perfect person. But I think like people just should have done more, you know? There's no way that I would let my grandmother live there or live like that. No way. Motherfucker. West Virginia won tonight. Their college game. West Virginia has programs for people to come take care of people who are able to take care of themselves. The Whitaker family has had more help than anyone in this state that I'm aware of. Damn. There's so much poverty in West Virginia, and the state knows it and does nothing for the people. Yeah, the politicians are a piece of shits, man. The state failed them all those years ago. I agree. I agree, man. Even with Mark telling you that the sheriff brung Mark to them, why weren't they taken then? Cats can sleep up to 18 hours a day. God dang. Yeah, I mean, just like if that shows you that people knew, like other folks knew that they were living in those conditions. And for so many years, they didn't bother them. Just leave them alone. Let them live in filth. Let them live barking. Let them live not even able to communicate. That's fine and dandy, but how they're living is filth. What's up, Ryan? But how they're living is filth. And if and it was worse back then. They lived filthier then. And if the sheriff takes Mark there knowing that it's a crazy scene, you need to bring cameras. This is going to be wild. Come on, bro. Come on. It's so filthy, bro. Hospital workers knew because they came in the dump to take care of Freddie. See? See what I mean? So many people have ran across these people and haven't done anything for them. But they wait until they're 70 fucking years old and then come take them away from everything they've known. I don't think that's right. They didn't even give them a warning, ladies and gentlemen, that we know of. I don't know if they've received a warning or not. But they didn't even get a warning. Hey, clean this place up, or we're going to have to take the other 3. You need to do this. You need to do that. There was none of that. They just came in and snatched them. And it was 20 years ago that Mark met them because he was photographing them at first. He met him in 2004. Oh, Gary did. So Gary did what he said Gary did that. Gary wants nothing to do with social media, but you posted it. Here's the thing with that. If you don't want gratitude from it, you don't post it. Simple as that. It's that simple. He wanted people to know that was done for them. I'm just saying, or you would not have posted it. Now, thank God for him. God bless his soul, because any help that they can get is worthy. That's what I'm afraid of too, Brandy, that the state nursing homes aren't much better. I just kind of think that they're high profile. Like there's a lot of eyes on the Whitakers, and I think that will help them in their care. I'm not sure what year Freddie died. It's been a lot of years that people have looked over the Whitakers without saying a word. And then they wait until they're in their 70s. But like, that's fucking insane. That is wrong. Only when the light is on them. Damn. There are a lot of poor folks in the mountains. I agree. There are a lot of poor towns in these states. It's sad, man. All we can do is just keep praying. I don't think we're going to see the 3 again. I don't. I honestly do not believe it. The state don't give a rat's ass. That's what I mean. The state kind of failed them. They did. I think the state failed them because why wait till they're 70 to take them? They should have been taken 30 years ago, 40 years ago. You know? Right? Like, you don't wait until a person has lived their entire life someplace and then come take them out. That is just fucking like, I'm sure those 3 have had lots of crazy thoughts and different emotions. I can only imagine, dude. I can only imagine. Oh, Brian Cody's new video out. He got a new video. Good for him. You might need to have some content. Yeah, you're right. You might be right, Jessica. You probably are right. You live there. Yep. I think they were getting really high profile, and I think the state was like, oh shit, we better do something. We're getting calls. You got to remember, too, there was trolls calling the fucking APS as well, making reports and shit. There's nonprofits trying to keep content creators out of West Virginia. They can't stop it. Yeah, they were with someone that loved them. That's what I mean. Why take them at 70 now? They've been living that way all of their lives. It just don't make sense to take them now. And that's probably how it was. They had to do something. BJ should be ashamed of herself. She should be praying to God she don't go to hell for what she's done. And I'm meaning that too. You have a lot of regret to live down, BJ. And the only way you're going to ever live it down is to change your life. Change the person you are. That way you might be able to live it down. But you're going to have to prove that. You can't just, you got to prove you're changing. People was calling the governors. God damn. Yeah, they were medically neglected. There was a lot of reasons they took them. I get why they got snatched. Don't get me wrong. I totally understand the reason for it. But what I'm saying is, why wait till they're fucking almost dead? That's exactly where she needs to be. Ooh. 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 Well, I hope that they're being treated well. They're very high profile in West Virginia. They are. They're probably the most popular thing in West Virginia on YouTube. And that's a lot. That says a lot. So I hope that that's helping with their care. And I hope people aren't mistreating them. I can only imagine that people think Timmy is a ball and Ray is a ball to have. And that's all I can hope for, y'all. And I hope you do the same. I hope you do the same. I used to have this big not give a fuck attitude. And I realized that I was only hurting myself with that. Because the world doesn't revolve around me. The world doesn't revolve around you. It revolves around all of us. Each day we all take a trip around the sun together. The same sun, the same trip, the same ground. And we all can change the way we live, or we can choose to live the right way, which I believe that 85% of the world does. We just want to be unbothered and just live the right way. 85% of the population. And I just hope that, the best thing is happening for them. Yeah, there was a lot of times the state could have stepped in when he was in school, and I just don't get it. If BJ would get clean, that'd be the only good outcome. I agree. Good point. Everybody, have a blessed night. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday evening. You guys, time is a terrible thing to waste. And I'm just happy that you decided to waste a little bit of time with me. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. You guys are much appreciated and always awesome. Always. Yeah, they did. People were fucking with the Whitakers. They were making phone calls of them. They were calling and bugging them. at home. You know, everybody have a great evening. Thank you for joining us, man. Peace to all. Yes. Yes, Twisted. Peace to all. Y'all are great people, man. I can tell by your comments. I can tell by how much you do care about this family, even if you don't care about this family. Because you guys, a lot of you guys are the same people that join me every night. And I'm not here to sway anyone's opinions because I like your opinions. I think everybody's entitled to any opinion that they have. I appreciate you hanging out though and sharing your opinions with me. We will be back again tomorrow night. Salute, chat.